Last month, we uploaded a video to the channel talking about putting the lightest guitar string gauge on an electric guitar. These are the strings in question. These are 7s. So they are ridiculously light. So light that I only know one guitar player that plays these, which is Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. I don't know anyone else who will subject themselves to play 7s. And technically, these are his signature strings made by the people at Dunlop. These are the Reverend Willie strings. They also make 10s, 11s, and 9s in this name as well. And when we made this video, I had strong mixed feelings about the strings. I didn't totally like them, but I didn't totally dislike them either. I said at the very end of the video that every guitar player should try playing 7s at least once in their life, and I still stand by that statement. And it's been a month, and I play this guitar every single day. So where do my thoughts on these strings stand now? Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Here is my updated feelings about 7-gauge strings. Let's get right into it. If you do want to try out these strings and or the Ernie Ball 7-gauge guitar strings, I'll leave links to both of those down in the description box below. Those are both Amazon affiliate links, so if you do choose to purchase either of these strings, I'll earn a small little commission back with no extra charge to you guys, and it'll go back into funding for stuff for the channel, mainly more weird guitar strings to try. How do I feel about these strings 1 month later? Yeah, no, I am ready to move on. I can't wait to change the strings on this guitar. Probably not going to buy 7s again. They are definitely not for me. I'm happy I tried them out, but I cannot, for the life of me, get used to playing these for one sole reason. And no, it's not because of bends. It's because of pressure, specifically the pressure you don't need when playing. Now, an issue I have as a guitar player is that I'm very heavy-handed, so I pick hard, I will strum hard, and I fret hard, whether that be chords or single note lines. And that's an issue when you're playing 7s because they're so light that if you press down too hard, the notes are going to be out of tune, then your chord sounds very gross. So you need to lighten up that pressure compared to. And it's something you need to remind yourself, especially if you're going between guitars. Like, I'll go between playing my Telecaster versus my hollow body versus my Les Paul versus my acoustic, come back on here and subconsciously play it as if I'm playing one of those guitars with heavier strings on it, which is weird when we're talking about 9s, but it's just that reminder. Lights, not... But... And it's not just for chords, it's also for single note lines too. Like, if you press down hard enough into the fret, you can literally do a half-step bend. Like, you can do the sad trombone on 2 frets. And it's insane. And this thing is also, pressing too hard and stuff going out of tune is something you can do as on guitars with 10s, 9s, 11s, acoustics, whatever. But you notice it more so with 7-gauge strings because they're so light. With heavier strings, they can take more pressure. With 7s, not really, since they are so light. Just for an example, here's a guitar that has 9-gauge strings on it. Now, if I try to apply too much pressure, you can hear notes in there be out of tune. That being said, I am pressing real hard into the strings. Like, my thumb is gripped on the back of there. Like, you cannot take this guitar off of me. But when it comes to the Chapman and with the 7-gauge strings, it's just normal pressure that I'm giving this. That will cause notes to go out of tune. It is such a weird back and forth. Just for reference, here is me doing the same max grip I was doing on the Les Paul, where you cannot take this guitar away from me. Here's how it sounds on here. Awful. If I do that normal pressure I was given the Les Paul. Still out of tune slightly. Now very light pressure. You know what? My thumb's off. It is such a hard thing to get used to. As far as bends go, no surprise whatsoever, but they are super, super easy to do on here. Like, this is the easiest guitar bending experience I have had in my life. But that being said, it is easy to overshoot your shot. Like, it is easy to overshoot because your muscle memory thinks it needs to apply more pressure than what it does. But yeah, it's one of those things, again, you have to think light, think simple, and think smaller in terms of muscle memory movement, or else you will overshoot your bend. But weirdly enough, I found the bends are one of the easiest things to get used to about this. Once you have been playing this for some time, and bends will just, you'll pick it up well. Much like you do with any instrument you practice on, especially if you just stick to 7s. That being said, how far can we bend? Well, I found that we can bend up to a tritone, which is 6 half steps. Can I bend to a 5th? So doing the power chord of it. Yes! And we are about to go off the fretboard. How are these strings not breaking? I don't understand. I have been waiting for these strings to break accidentally on one of these dumb, obscene bends. Like, they're durable. I will give them that. These strings are durable in terms of bends. It is very odd. I don't know. They are dumbly durable. Before I get to this bad boy right here, one more weird thing that I found is string spacing. Like, just because, like, all your strings are super light, like, there is not a 40 gauge string anywhere on this guitar. Your top 3 strings are used for high E's, which it makes string spacing a bit weird. And it's one of the things I've been exercising the most, especially just running scales, running the spider exercise. Trying to get used to that spacing, which the spider's fun. When you want to talk about pressure in strings. As far as how it works with the whammy bar, I mean, it still works. And I've done just these dumb dive bombs just to see if the strings would go out of tune or if they would break, and they've done neither, and I'm quite shocked, honestly. Like, I can bend all the way to the body. And they're fine. It is dumb. I have not tried pulling backward yet, because certainly that will break. We're not all the way into the body, but that was the most far I've pulled back on it since putting these strings on, and I don't think I'm ready for that quite yet. But indeed, it still does work with the whammy bar, but I haven't used it much with these strings. It's just so odd. I noticed on the back of the Billy Gibbons package as well, it says that it's great for pinch harmonics. Well, weirdly, I find it harder on this guitar. Like, I find pinch harmonics harder, but that could just be me. Well, let me grab another guitar. For reference, this guitar has 11s on it. Indeed, I find it easier on here. Weird. Like, they're there. They're there. I just find them a bit harder to hit. So weird. I don't know why Sevens in a Floyd works as well as it does. It shouldn't. I didn't think it would, but it's here, and I can... Strings don't break. I don't know why. And with that being said, that is how I feel about the 7-gauge guitar strings 1 month later. Like I said, it's still an experience you should try once in your guitar playing life because it is so weird. And who knows, you may end up liking them and you may be someone other than Billy Gibbons using 7-gauge guitar strings. Personally, I would, I know I said I wouldn't get these again, but if I wanted to learn how to have a delicate touch, like a delicate fretting hand and just learning how to play lighter, then I would replace every single one of my guitars with 7s just to force myself how to learn how to get a lighter feel in my fretting hands, because that's the best, one of the best things to use it for right now, at least for me, is learning how to play lighter. But that's just me. If you tried 7s, let me know how you feel down in the comment section below. And I guess we should change these strings now, or I should see how much torture these get first. Stay tuned later. I'm going to try to break at least one of these strings. Bonus video. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all later. Goodbye. And good night, more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.